Hi, Harrison. Thanks again for meeting with me again today.
No problem.
How's everything going today?
Same old, same old. My fiance's still getting on me about everything. And really, at the end of the day, I just want this court case to be all over with at the end of the day. So, just trying to take small steps to get this over with.
Definitely. Yeah, I know last time we talked about the situation surrounding getting arrested and all of that. How have you been handling everything so far?
Okay, I guess it could be better. At the end of the day, I just want to make sure that, everything's fine with me and my fiance. That's all I care about at the end of the day. Just want this court case off my back because it's just taking too much time out of my day.
Definitely. I can definitely understand that. How would you say that your drinking has perhaps impacted your relationship with your fiance?
Well, I know she's just been complaining all the time to me, saying that I have a problem, but at the end of the day, I don't believe so. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to have fun and have a good time with my friends at the end of the day. So I think she needs to understand that.
Definitely. So there's a bit of a confusion between her thinking you have a problem and you knowing that you don't have a problem.
Exactly.
Is there anyone been in your life that would say that you've had a drinking problem before?
The only person I can really think of is probably just the officers that keep coming to me all the time. That's really the only people that say I have a problem. My fiance and then the officers, they always come up to me. But I just think they misunderstand me all the time. Nobody really gets it. Nobody really understands that you just have to get loose and lay back a little bit.
I can understand that. Your job sounds like it's stressful, so I could definitely see why you'd want to do that. How have you been handling the court situation?
Well, at the end of the day, I just want to get it over with. Like I said, the longer it keeps going, the more frustrated I'm going to get. As you know, my job is just so stressful. At the end of the day, I put in all the work, but at the end of the day, none of the officers or my fiance ever understand me because they just think I have these problems. But I'm putting in all the work necessary to make everyone else around me happy, but they don't understand.
So you don't think that perhaps cutting down on your drinking would alleviate some of the problems that are associated with the things you're going with right now?
I don't see it because when I drink, I feel happy. I feel a lot happier. It gets me going. It's like some people need their morning coffee. I just need my Corona at the end of the day.
How have you been dealing with your wife's, fiance's inability to handle some of your drinking? How is she feeling about it?
I love her very much at the end of the day, She means everything to me. So, just seeing her really sad doesn't have an effect on me. But at the same time, it's conflicting because even though I feel that emotion when she's crying over me, at the same time, I know deep down that I'm not doing anything terribly wrong. Sure, maybe I get a little rowdy at times. Maybe I feel that I take over and get aggressive. But I really do feel that it's all worth it in the end because it helps me relax, it helps keep me calm, it helps get me going through the day.
Totally understand. And I don't want to put you in a corner or take away any type of freedom, but if you had to choose between your fiance and continuing drinking, which one would you choose in the end if you had to?
In all honesty, I feel empty without both, but of course I just gotta choose the love of my life, which is my fiance. But it would take a lot out of me to give up drinking completely.
Definitely, and I don't think that's what we want to do here is totally take it out of your life. I think that there's some harm reduction that could be done where you could perhaps reduce the amount of drinking and appease both parties. How does that sound?
I guess I can give it a try. I just want this court case over with. I just want to get things right. She's been telling me we just got to fix this. So whatever it is I need to do, I'll put in the work, just like I do with my daily life.
That's good. I'm glad you're acknowledging and seeing that there could be steps taken to help reduce the tension between you and your fiance. Sounds like you really care about her. She cares about you. Um, I've been doing some research on 12-step programs. I don't know if you've heard of Alcoholics Anonymous. You have? Um, can you tell me about what you think about it or any thoughts about it?
The only advertisements I've seen is, "Hey, I'm an alcoholic." So I don't know anything beyond that.
Okay. Yeah, well, definitely. It's definitely a good support group for people who want to cut down on their drinking. Um, would you be open to hearing more about it?
Yeah, I would.
Definitely. Well, these are groups meetings. They take place in different settings around different towns and stuff like that. And basically, they're just an anonymous support group where people can talk about their problems related to drinking, any types of behavior that is associated with drinking. It's a great resource to have. It's free, and it's just a good support group to kind of see, to kind of have a support group for dealing with problems associated with alcohol. Um, would you be up for if I wrote down a meeting and seeing if you would be available to do that?
Yeah, sure. I'm not so optimistic, but I'll give it a try. I'm willing to just do anything at this point.
Absolutely. That's great to hear. What do you think your fiance would feel about you taking some steps in the direction of kind of figuring that out?
Well, as long as it keeps her from continuously breaking down in front of me, I'll do whatever I have to do. If it's going to work, then I'll definitely try it for sure. And then maybe I can meet some people that are in the same situation as me, and I'll feel a little bit better.
Absolutely. I could definitely see that being helpful for you. What other issues would you like to talk about today?
Well, really, this is stressing me out. Is what's going to be the verdict at the end of the day with this court case? What if I have to pay up a huge fine that I can't pay at the end of the day? Where do I go from here? These are all things that I got to keep into consideration because this is difficult for me to decide what to do next after this court case is over with. You can either go well or go bad. I just want it over with, plain and simple.
Definitely. Yeah, the fees and stuff associated with courts can be high, so I can understand where there's a little bit of anxiety about dealing with those things. I'm glad we're discussing today about some possible solutions to the problems. Is there anything else I could perhaps discuss with you regarding your fiance's judgment towards your drinking?
Yeah, I just feel like she doesn't get me at the end of the day. I can't decide who's right or who's wrong, if it's me or if it's her. I genuinely believe that I'm okay. I don't see anything wrong with me. At the end of the day, I just want us to be happy at the end of the day because, I just want to have a family at the end of the day with her, and I don't know what to do at this point when she doesn't get me. I feel alone sometimes.
I could definitely empathize with that. When do you feel alone?
Basically when she yells at me and says, "You have a problem, get help." I don't really respond well to all that negativity, the constant yelling, keep saying I have a problem. She needs to understand me, empathize a little bit more.
A lot of pointing fingers and kind of not,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. That's right.
Well, I definitely feel like we could work on some things that'll help her kind of see your side of things a little bit more, and perhaps cutting down on the drinking as well as helping communicate some concerns you have about the way that she points the fingers at you and kind of judges you and isn't really fair about how much criticism you get despite all the things that are going on in your life.
Maybe it is me. I don't know. Maybe I do have a problem, but I was denied it for so long.
Understandable. Once we get caught in our ways and our habits, they kind of get ingrained, and it's definitely harder to break. if that's something you want to do, we could definitely work on that. We're about all done with this session, though. Would you like to perhaps talk more about this next time?
100%.
Awesome. Well, thanks for talking to me, Harrison. I hope you have a good day.